The new manager coming in, so great goal for him, puts himself in the shopping window. But this was in the 48th minute, Germany taking the lead. Florian Wirtz, who's been at the centre of so much transfer speculation this week, with Liverpool putting in bid after bid for the attacking midfielder, but it's a tidy little finish and a player full of confidence.
Yeah, we expected a little bit more from him. In the first half we didn't see him, we seemed a little bit more sunny with his speed, so yeah, they attacked the second half very well. It was a high pressure, recovered the ball, and it's great to have those little runs, you know, the pass and the run should be timing, and that was the case, and he's got his time just to...
What about Voldemar affecting play in an offside position here?
Yeah.
Didn't matter in the end, of course, because... Not long after, Roberto Martinez made his substitutions. Francisco Conceição was one of those. His dad was the last man to score against Germany 25 years ago in Euro 2020, in Euro 2000, sorry. And he came on and did this. Must have had a chat to Dad before.
The thing is, Nikki, look at that.
Wow.
They were a little bit late just to close those gaps. It's a run of what? 30, 35 yards, you know, I understand, you know, there's that dribble on the first, but then there is that gap where everybody, you know, they come back but a little bit. Then I understand the goal is fantastic because it's out of the box, and that's what happened, you know, when you have a left footed on the right, and it was a good curve on the ball, so it's a great goal.
And he took his chance. He didn't hesitate at all. He went straight and took his chance and scored a great goal.
He didn't look for Cristiano Ronaldo either.
At all.
Which, I'm sorry.
Which is good.
It is. And that was what I was sort of shouting at the television screen, hoping someone would do. But then Cristiano Ronaldo proves all the doubters like me wrong and finally gets his goal. Albeit, it's a tap-in, it's an open goal. I could have scored it.
Yeah.
My nan could have scored it, but he had to be there.
Yeah. He has to be there. You know, even we thought it was offside. As some player, they would have run before and be offside. I think he had the perfect run, was waiting in the box, and you have to be there. Even if it's a tap-in, it's the most easiest goal to score. But you have to be there. You have only one player, and he was there, and he finished. And this is the winner.
Explain to me how that's not offside, please, guys.
You know, I think because we saw it earlier, but sometimes, you know, the angle of the camera doesn't help with the line. So this is why when they saw a perfect line here. Yeah.
Through the line, through the ball, not the player, yeah.
And you have to be on side.
You see his head, everything. It's like centimeters his own. It's wow. You're right. He doesn't need speed, he doesn't need, you just need your brain, you just need situation, you don't need experience, and you had it.
Let's have a look at his numbers, guys. 937 career goals. He's hunting down 1,000, 137 in 220 appearances. Won't look elsewhere, he won't give anyone else an opportunity.
I will have maybe a different view. I think Ronaldo offers something that is different to other players because he's, when you see this game, he scored a goal. Last game against Denmark, he scored a great goal. He's someone who, of course, I believe he has to manage him. You mentioned if it's the last game of the group, you know you're already qualified. You try to rest him up a little bit and give the chance to the others.
Started him. Yeah,
and he started him because maybe Ronaldo wants to have numbers. For him, he counts too much on that, and he wants to make history.
But then, do you need a strong manager to go? Okay, that's really nice. We know you want to get to 1,000 goals and beat people you haven't beaten and get to every world record. But I want to have a look at what this player can do in this moment. Do you need someone with a bit more personality?
Of course, you know. I'm asking you the question: if it was Luis Enrique here, would Cristiano play all the time? Would Cristiano play the third game of Portugal when everybody knows they are qualified? Would it be all the time on the pitch? Maybe some games, yeah, because you know we can just tap in like that.
Action! Well, Portugal captured the first edition of the UEFA Nations League back in 2019, and they are one step closer to lifting the trophy again. They'll be back at Munich Football Arena for Sunday's final against either Spain or France. Honestly, I don't even know who I wanted that one now because this one was so exciting. Let's discuss, because we started the day by talking about Cristiano Ronaldo and should he be starting? Is he a factor still for this team? He proves again, yes, he is. But how impressed were you, Mo, with this version of Ronaldo we saw?
It was a collection of things that impressed me. Obviously, it's Ronaldo scoring the big goal, but also putting himself into situations where he was consistently getting chances. And a lot of that is a reflection of how this Portuguese side played. It is such a good job on that left-hand side to create chance after chance after chance. Nuno Mendes was electric, but in the big moments, you need that kind of prolific goal scorer, a guy you can trust, a guy that's been here, done it numerous occasions. And Ronaldo, once again, delivered for Portugal in a big moment.
Yeah, there's this ageism, if you will, and it works both ways, right? We've talked about Lamine Yamal a lot, and we'll obviously talk a lot about him with what's coming up tomorrow against France with Spain. But, sometimes we detract from a player because, in his case, they're young. But we also detract from a player, in Cristiano's case, because he's 40 years old. Now, time has told us, and history has told us, that obviously players are on the downside when they get into their 30s, and certainly when they get into their 40s. However, if there was a better option for Portugal, then you would go with it. I still think there is an argument and a debate relative to this incredibly talented team that is Portugal when it comes to Cristiano Ronaldo, because somebody else could have been on that field and had those opportunities and given that amount of time and then put that goal in. But it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's what he brings. And throughout the game, it wasn't as if he was invisible. He was coming back. He was helping on defense. He was showing for the ball, playing balls out, had a number of chances. And eventually, like all good scorers, you're forgetful of the ones that you miss, and you just wait for that one moment, and you sniff it out. And nobody has, over the years, been able to sniff them out better than him.
And Mo, you mentioned pregame, just the connection between Roberto Martinez and Ronaldo, how he is playing his best football under this head coach. Why has that been such a great fit?
There seems to just be a trust, first and foremost, and Lex, you know it as well. Like, when you have a player that you just believe can get you that moment, Roberto Martinez has leaned into Ronaldo, and Ronaldo has rewarded him. It's 18 goals now in 22 matches since Roberto Martinez has taken over. But it's not just the Ronaldo string that he's pulled well. We talked about the subs that came on. Vitinha came on, changed the game. Conceição came on, scored a goal. Nelson Semedo came in as a right back. So Roberto Martinez also managed the game in the right way. Going down a goal, Lex, he found a way to get his team back into the game and ultimately into another final.
Those subs were so crucial. We don't have time to get into Germany, but obviously they're going to be disappointed about that one. They had the home advantage and they just couldn't get it done.
They let an opportunity get away.
In so many ways. Well, Portugal now awaiting the winners of tomorrow's semifinal in Stuttgart. Spain taking on France. Still to come. We're going to get you ready for that clash